Hi. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. September general read for Pisces. It's your turn. Please check out the description box for everything you need to know. Also look at your rising moon and Venus sign for additional messages. If you don't know what those are, you can go to a place like Cafe Astrology. You do need to, however, know what your time of birth is if you want to know, your rising sign. So we're going to do Oracle. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread for you this month so that I can clarify. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Now, if you want to donate to the channel, everything you need to know about that is in the description box for my PayPal. Excuse me, I will never reach out to you personally asking for money or to do a personal read. I am going to open up slots for personal readings. Once I do that, it'll be available in the description of the channel as well as in the description box of videos. But again, scammers are always trying to do stuff and trying to reach out to people and solicit stuff. That will never happen. I will never do that to you. Okay? So again, the information will be available through the channel only. Okay? All right. So we're going to start out with Elle Tarot for you to get you a little bit of an oracle message here. I'm not going to read from the book. I'm just going to go off the card itself. Okay? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I love the artwork on these. Goddess Dragon Tarot, actually, she had this deck at one point, and I really loved the artwork. And so I felt it was so evocative that I wanted to make sure that people had an opportunity to see it on other channels too. So, yeah, credit definitely goes to her on that. So, all right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are your messages? Yeah, it's the weekend. I'm chilling out. I'm chilling. Wearing the hoodies and the things, Okay, here we go. Concha, she who whispers, secrets, confessions, confidant. Do you know what's funny? Is that one of your cards, one of your power cards is High Priestess. So it's interesting here. You got a secret that you're harboring right now? Or maybe you are somebody who keeps things in confidence. And so that's actually something for you this month in particular, is whispering, being a confidant for people, harboring people's confessions for them, holding secrets close to your chest. It's powerful for you, and that's actually always been powerful for you, Pisces. Okay, your affirmation for the month. I know I usually do this at the end of the reading, but we're going to do it at the beginning. This is, affirmations are not something you just say once. You got to be conscious about doing it every day. So make sure that if you are doing affirmations, that you're making sure that you're doing them every day, and that it's something that you do consistently on a routine basis, maybe like in the morning while you're doing your makeup, or while you're, it just make sure it's a conscious effort on your part, and that way it's most powerful for you. So for September, what is your affirmation? We're going to split the deck and do it this way. Take the middle pile for you. All right. I am kind. Yeah. And most of the Pisces people that I have ever encountered absolutely are kind. They really are. Yeah. Okay. So for you, we're going to do, and I've already pre-shuffled the deck, but I'm going to continue to do it while we chit-chat here. Now, if you have ever watched me do my readings, I am clairsentient, claircognizant, and clairaudient. So what ends up happening is when I hear ringing on my right side, it's typically people I know that have passed on that are providing me messages. And when I hear it on the left, they're usually messages from my spirit guides. Some people call them guardian angels, whatever. Okay. Pisces. So tonight I'm going to shut it tight like my briefcase. Yeah, it's funny because I'm getting that energy, right? Almost like that confidant energy, the secret's holding something close to your chest. Standing outside a broken phone booth by primitive radio gods. I just got that. I just got that. It's interesting. That's interesting. An old friend calls and tells us where to meet. On comic books and superstars and magazines. Plane takes off from Baltimore and touches down on Bourbon Street. Twist for kindness. Current energy for me, Pisces. I've been downhearted, baby. I've been downhearted, baby. Ever since the day we met. Ever since the day we met. By the way, I'm only taking 2. I normally do a thing of 3. If 3 flip or fall, I take them, but not for the Celtic cross. So for you, 8 of Wands, messages. What is this? An old friend calls and tells us where to meet. Messages. Getting a phone call or a message of some sort. Communication is coming up for you. Or there's the need to communicate. But usually this is, arrows coming towards you, the wands coming towards you. So there's something here about communication. An old friend calls and tells us where to meet. Standing outside a broken phone booth with money in my hand. Communication at this time. Something you want to communicate, or a secret you're harboring that you want to communicate, or somebody's communicated something to you. There's kindness involved in this. I've been downhearted, babe. I've been downhearted, babe, ever since the day we met. I'm going to clarify everything, so it's okay. I'm just trying to be a little bit speedier here because I want to make sure that I get everything in. And, it doesn't matter. Everything seems to still be... that's too many, but you had your card fob. The obstacle is that you intuitively have something, or this is fucking secrets. What did I just say? This is your power card. You should always look at and study your cards in the tarot. This is the hidden. Following your intuition. But it's also about secrets. The things that are hidden from our awareness, but also things that you hide from other people's awareness. That's the obstacle here. The obstacle to the communication. Your power is that you're selective about what you share. And during the communication that you receive, you're selective about what you're sharing. An old friend calls and tells us where to meet. I'm downhearted, babe, ever since the day we met. Anyway, okay. What's at top of mind for you, Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. These are swords of truth. There's a deep personal truth here, or a truth that's being communicated to you. But top of your mind, what's crowning you, right? So there's a truth. There's a truth that you have, that you're holding. Or maybe it's become apparent to you that the truth is being communicated to you. And because it's a deep truth, it's something that you absolutely know you have to. Are you seeking the truth? Are you seeking the truth there? Are you seeking the truth? You'll know it because it'll hit your third eye. You'll know because it'll hit your third eye. You'll intuitively know it is true or not true, whatever's being communicated to you, because it'll hit your third eye. But you're seeking the truth at the same time, researching to get the truth. Some people view the Ace of Swords as an Aquarian card. You could be an Aquarius, Pisces cusp individual, but I have to be true to myself. And I've always viewed, because it is Athena's sword, and that's no disrespect to anybody who views this as an Aquarian card, I've just personally always seen the Ace of Swords as Athena's sword and therefore a Libra card. You know? Seeking the truth. Trying to understand what is true in the communication. That's what's top of mind for you. Being discerning. There's a truth here. That's top of mind for you. Are you communicating or is somebody else communicating? You holding the truth at bay during your communication. Hidden from your awareness right now. Your awareness. Let's see. Rain takes off from the mountain, the horn touches down on the machine. It wasn't even what I was listening to. I'm like obsessively listening to Interpol, Paul Banks, that kind of thing. I don't know why I'm getting that song. That's like a song from like 1996. Is that a significant year for you? It could be older than that. That's just what I was listening to in 1996. This primitive radio gods and all the much music things, right? Of course, I'm dating myself. Yeah. Moonlight spills on comic books and superstars and magazines. Nine of Coins. It's hidden from your awareness as somebody is seeking their independence, or you have a lot more independence than you feel you do. Somebody is seeking their independence. Usually this is monetary or material independence. The ability to stand on one's own too. You know what I mean? Not looking for help, looking to be able to help oneself, right? Right? You know, being able to kind of look at things from a perspective of like, you know, I can help myself. I don't need anyone's help. Yeah? Seeking one's independence, or, you know, what may be hidden from your awareness right now is that you have more independence than you know, or that you're coming into your independence, or you're regaining independence. You know? It's the card before the 10. It's the card before you realize your legacy, or realize that the success that helps you with your sustainability, you know, sustained success, you know, on the not on the emotional plane, on the earthly plane, you know, the ability to provide comfort to others, the ability to donate, the ability to lift others up through, you know, the material realm, whether that be with helping them regain, or I want to say regain. So obviously helping other people to regain their success and independence. Remember, there's only happy accidents here. Helping people to regain the ability to seek their independence by way of your independence. You're coming back into your independence? Or somebody else's? It's hidden from your awareness right now, you know. In the recent past for you, Pisces, I almost wanted to say Aquarius, so I'm definitely speaking to somebody who's on that cusp. I have Aquarius, Pisces. In the recent past, you brought yourself out of the cold, or you witnessed somebody bringing themselves out of the cold, that self-empowerment, that coming out of victimhood mindset, you know. Because typically we see the Five of Coins as somebody who's sitting in the cold there, feeling in that darkness. Rider-Waite interpretation has somebody outside of a church, shivering to death in the destitute of the winter storm. But you know, the thing is that the church is a sanctuary. It offers people the shelter. And here, Give Me Shelter. You know the song, Give Me Shelter? Just the title, Give Me Shelter. And because it's in the reverse, somebody has realized their ability to, either you or somebody else has realized the ability that they have to bring themselves out of the cold. That it was a phantom destitute. It wasn't real. They always had the ability to bring themselves out of the cold. And so they're doing so. It's self-empowerment. you know. Just so everybody knows, I've moved back to the West Coast, out of the Midwest, and I now live in the bottom of a house, and I can hear the people that live above me. So if you can hear the people that live above me, that's why. I used to have soundproofing in my apartment, so you know you couldn't hear anything unless you heard it through the front door. You can now hear everything, so that's why you got that. In any event, coming up in the next, I always read this position as near future being 2 weeks out, so is what it is. Let's see what we get. Near future for you, Pisces. Justice. Balance. Realizing the truth. Realizing that truth in the Ace of Swords. This is Libra energy. Realizing the truth. See, there's the sword. There's the sword of truth right there. Now wielding it effectively. Coming into balance of some sort. Realizing the justice in a situation. Poetic justice I'm getting over here. There's poetic justice you're realizing in a situation. It also seems to be that there is fairness and equilibrium being regained in a situation that you were dealing with. And it is for you triumph. Triumph in truth. It's jubilant. You know, that's what I'm feeling here. Like it's jubilant. There's a joy that comes with this for you. It's like finally justice for something that really sucked. It's definitely what I'm getting here. Because in this card, you know, normally you would have, there's a lot of stoicism normally that you see depicted on the justice card on the face of Athena. And look at, this is a very peaceful, rather restful looking face we have on this particular queen. She's realized her equilibrium. She's come back into fairness and truth. You know? So, all has finally, the ship has finally been righted. The ship has finally been righted. Huh. Okay. There's grace in the truth. There's grace in that truth. Okay. An extension of the present for you, Pisces. I paid for that. Don't you know I paid for that? I paid for that, and now you'll pay me back. I paid for that in very baby steps. I paid for that, and now you'll pay me back. And now you'll pay me back. And now you'll pay me back. Paul Banks. And now you'll pay me back. Yeah, the ship is being righted. There's like a poeticism to this. Huh. Extension of the present. Okay. You're coming into that sustainability I was talking about, right? Going from the 9 of coins to the 10 of coins. In the present, you're coming back into sustainability of your material success, your material worth, your self-worth. Whatever you're looking to build on the emotional plane, you're coming into your realization of that success at this time. It doesn't necessarily mean riches. I mean, sometimes we do look at it like that. Sometimes we do feel that it's like that. But it is the ultimate comfort in the home. It's realizing your abundance. It's realizing what is tangible around you that you have built and that you will continue to build in your legacy. Where your legacy lies. The efforts that are paying off for you. Riding off into the sunset, realizing the grace and the wonder and the merriment of everything that you have built on the earthly plane and how it serves you well and how you now have the ability to provide to others as a result of that, to spread that out to others, to help others to achieve as well. It's achievement. on the earthly plane. And it's the beauty of achievement and the realization of goals that you put in that hard work through determination and ambition. All right? Who's surrounding Pisces right now? Who is surrounding Pisces right now during September? During September, who's surrounding you? Okay. Somebody who's letting their guard down. Somebody who's no longer overprotective of their heart space. Because normally this is somebody who's got a berm around them, yeah? Of Wands. Attempting to protect themselves. On guard, right? So this is somebody who is, you know, dropping their defenses. Somebody who has been overprotective of themselves and is now dropping those defenses. We're going to clarify it all. Sorry, excuse me. Hopes and fears for you, Pisces. Am I making good time or what? Every time I say that, when I go to clarify, it takes 8 million years to clarify. Oh, it didn't flip. Good. Okay. Didn't flip. Hopes and fears for Pisces during September. Ambiguity. Well, no, actually, that you might be driven to make a decision you don't want to. Because normally judgment in the upright would be the call to make a decision. Trumpeter's call. Are you, is your hope that there will be a decision made? Or is it more necessary? Could it be that you're afraid that you're going to have to make a decision and it's going to be a little awkward for you? Right? One or the other. I feel like being driven to make decisions, or you're waiting for a decision to be made. You're hoping decisions and determinations will be made. Alternatively, maybe the fear is that you'll have to make a decision will be made in your favor about something. Sagittarian energy. I see judgment as Sagittarian energy. Okay, 6 months out is what I normally read my outcomes on, you know, the Celtic Cross. But of course, this is a reading just for September. So in the ultimate end outcome, what we have for you here. Pisces. I pull 3 for this always. That's too many, though. Outcome for you. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, I've switched to iced coffee. I don't normally drink coffee. I'm a tea girl, but I'm making iced tea over there, so. Nine of Coins, slow moving action, moving forward, determined, slow, deliberate action towards a goal of some sort on the material plane, yeah. That's Virgo energy. So something you're starting now. It's very slow action. Slow, methodical action. What else? Right, something on the emotional plane, perhaps. Scorpio, Piscean energy. At least in this card, I read it as such. It's emotional, it's intuitive, it's something that you're coming from an intuitive heart space on. It's so full of love for you. I'm getting this, that you know in your heart of hearts about it, because look, you know in your heart of hearts. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's too many, but we did have one that kind of, ooh, and then something shocking. Could sideswipe you a little. Scorpio energy again. The Tower isn't necessarily always so foreboding, you guys. We're going to clarify it all, but I think the thing is that there's something that's going to happen that's going to be rather unexpected. The thing is with this particular Tower card, I don't necessarily know that it's all doom and gloom, because look, the Fae are kind of parachuting this chick down. She's not necessarily going to land on her head with a massive thump. You know? It's not as bad as it seems. Might actually either be a blessing in disguise, something that's kind of sideswiping you, shocking event, or it could be something that's for your greater good. But unexpected nonetheless. Might have to do with this King of Cups. Because it's 2 Scorpio cards there. Okay. Overall energy, 9 of Swords in reverse. You are not panicking about anything here. An end to anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares, worry, panic. That's the overall energy here. Maybe it's because you know an inner truth. You're keeping it too close to your chest, though. But there's calmness. Yeah. Okay, let's clarify. Using our Deviant Moon deck, I do not read this in the reverse. Never have. Not going to. All right. Okay, so first we're going to look at this communication that's coming into you during the present, what it's all about. Tonight I'm going to shut it tight like my briefcase. So just sit down. Yeah, you're super relaxed and calm about it, whatever it is. Okay, we don't need to twist because we're not doing any of that reversal stuff. 8 of Wands. What is the communication here that's happening now in the Pisces? I know it's supposed to be a secret, so should I even clarify, really? Is it communication that you're doing or what somebody else is doing? I don't know. I feel like it's coming towards you, though. You know? So let's see. What is it? What is it? Okay. No, somebody who feels excluded from something. Also a little bit of watching energy. Somebody's watching somebody be excluded from something. Well, somebody who's feeling left out of a situation, or kind of seems like they're on the outside looking into a situation, but somebody who feels kind of like destitute at this point. What else? An old friend calls and tells us where to meet. It's an old friend? Might be. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. Somebody who is by chance, you might actually end up getting communication with them unexpectedly, but it's actually, they're communicating something about feeling boredom, lack of interest. See, by chance, it's happenstance that this is happening. It's a twist of fate that they've decided to communicate here. There's boredom, lack of interest. They're not interested in any of the offers or of an emotional sense that are coming towards them. But something that they're communicating is their lack of interest, their boredom, depression over grief of some sort. And also that they're in a space where they need to save. They might be holding things close to their chest that they're not necessarily telling you. Or you might be holding something close to your chest that you're deciding not to tell them either. There's energy of needing to save up right now. That might also have to do with why there is the boredom and lack of interest. They might feel like they have to save up for something. They're not able to. They're excluding themselves because they feel that they need to save up for something. Well, they're holding things tight to their chest. Biding their time. Biding my time until the time is right. See the clock there? What about the High Priestess? What is the secrets, the intuitive Tell us about the hidden, that obstacle. Yeah, there's an energy of keeping things hidden or intuitively knowing something about the ultimate sustainability for oneself on material plane. Looking to work towards that 10 of Pentacles. That's the secret. Yeah, being in an impasse at a crossroads, needing to figure out how to do that. Not really being able to see which way is the best, what is the best course of action. And that's what's hidden. They're trying to intuitively travel towards the 10 of Pentacles while not knowing, and trying to put in the appropriate work and effort and action towards it, but not necessarily knowing which direction is best to travel in. So it's like, how do you put in the work when you don't know which direction is best to travel and you need to move forward, but you're hitting a fork in the road? So you have to follow your intuition, you know? Ace of Swords, the truth here, just 2 seconds. Okay, sorry, my sister. So yeah, the Ace of Swords. Let's see what we got for that. What is the truth here? Just top of mind for you. This is Swords. You do have independence. It's time to step into your independence. Or either that or you already have immaterial independence. Standing on your own too. But you will have victory and you will gain your independence. Or do not focus on defeat. Focus on the victories. Focus on the ways that you can win. Do not allow your defeats to dictate what your personal truth is. You know? Anything else on that? Taking the proper risks. Take the proper calculated risks. Be adventurous. Take the fool's journey. Sometimes starting over will help you to achieve what you need to. Do not allow fear to rob you of your triumphs and your feeling of independence. Do not sit in inaction. Aries energy. That is your truth. Action is eloquence. That's a Shakespeare quote. It's actually my favorite quote in the entire world. Action is eloquence. You know? Hidden from your awareness, that 9 of Coins. I mean, that's interesting because what's at top of mind is the independence. Right? It's hidden from your awareness, though. You're seeking the truth. That is the truth. Well, that's also hidden from your awareness. Let's see why it's hidden from your awareness. Why is your independence or somebody else's independence? I think it's your independence, actually, because it's up at top of mind. Holy shit. As above, so below, bitches. Sorry. I am sorry. That's just so great because you have the Ace of Swords up above with the 9 of Pentacles. Down below you have the 9 of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Swords. And justice. Justice. Not justice, the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Swords is synonymous with justice. Listen, okay? Your independence is coming. You're lying to yourself if you believe that you're not independent. It's hidden from your awareness right now, and you're sitting in an energy feeling as if you lack independence. You are not in a space right now where you're confident about your independence. You're seeking the truth up at top of mind. What is the truth? What is the truth? What is the truth? The truth is you are independent. That's what the truth is. The truth is that you do have victory coming to you. The truth is that you are triumphant. You will be triumphant if you take the proper risks. What's hidden from your awareness right now is that you're independent. It's the truth. It is the truth. It is your sword of truth. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself about it. You will have justice and you will have truth if you live in the energy of your independence. Libra energy here. Your independence is there. It was always there. That is your truth. You don't need to, we often, if you need to ask for help, but that does not mean that you do not have the ability to stand on your own 2 feet and to recognize your own self-worth. And your self-worth does not come attached to net worth. It doesn't. But don't sit in the energy that you are not successful in some way or that you cannot achieve success, because you can. And you're lying to yourself about it. You're lying to yourself about it. It's top of mind and it's below you. It's above and below you. Tell me more. You have options. You have choices. But you also don't have a choice but to believe that, okay? You cannot sit in energy where you sit there going, well, I cannot stand on my own 2 feet. I can't do anything for myself. I can't be successful. I can't. Is going to get you nothing but more can't. In fact, I remember my best friend when I was younger, when I was in high school, she actually used to go to dance, to jazz. And she had a jazz teacher, a jazz dance teacher, who had a can't jar. And anytime that the girls said they couldn't do something, they had to put money in the can't jar. So you're going to get rich off of all, you're not going to, here's the shitty thing though, is that you're not going to make money. You're not going to achieve material success. You're not going to achieve financial independence or, sustainability for yourself on the earthly plane by telling yourself that you can't do something for yourself. First of all, that's a fucking lie, pardon my French, but it's also not going to help you achieve anything. You're going to end up with a jar of zero. You're robbing yourself every time that you tell yourself you cannot do something. You have options. The only time you have no options is when you have self-limiting beliefs. And you do yourself no justice by doing that. And it's not fair to you to believe that you cannot, step into your own independence and do things for yourself. You've come out of that energy in the past with that 5 of coins. You're already doing it. You're already doing it. You're already doing it. And maybe this isn't a material thing. It could be a relationship thing. It could be a family thing. But there's somewhere in here where you lack the ability to say that you can do something by yourself, or you can do something without the, approval or the consistent support of others. And you're limiting yourself. There's negative self-talk going on here. You've come out of a victimhood mindset here with that 5 of coins. Why? In the recent past. What's happening with that? What is that? Yeah. Because you dropped burdens and responsibilities that were not your own. You had a victimhood mindset because it was like you were focusing on all of your burdens. So what do you do when you feel like, You've got the whole world. It feels like the whole world is up on my shoulders. What is that? Oh, Same town, new story. Same town, new story. Same town, new story. Dun, 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 dun. She was bound for glory. He was bound for glory. She found a winning man. So then she stood by him through it all. Feels like the whole world is up on my shoulders. Feels like the whole world's coming down on me. So I'm not going to chase another snake until he's gone. You dropped something. You dropped something, and then you came out of victimhood energy. So sitting there going, everything is all on my shoulders. You dropped something. You dropped something that had you sitting in victimhood energy. But that's what you have to do, you know, when you're sitting there going, everything is up on my shoulders, everything is my responsibility, I am left out in the cold, everything is my shit to deal with. What do you do? What do you do? How do you come out of that mindset? You take control. You look at the things that are within your sphere of control. You pick out the dryer lint, meaning anything that's not within the sphere of your control. And if there are things that are no longer serving you, what do you do? I'll give you a second to answer that for yourself. Because if there are things that are no longer serving you, why are you carrying them? Why are you carrying burdens that aren't yours to carry? Right? You brought yourself out of the cold. You were empowered to make a decision, and you did. That's for your greater good. Good job. What else? What else? Yeah. You had the courage to do it. You might have lost your shit because there was a little bit of treachery going on. Precariously sitting there eating the sword. Because why? Because why? Is it healthy to do that? Is it healthy to do that? No, it's not. It's not. It was a burden you were carrying that wasn't yours, and there was dishonesty. And so you were brave about it. You had the courage. You had the courage to call something out for what it was. You were no longer going to play, you know, Russian roulette there with the sword, because it wasn't your burden to carry. It wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy. Right? So, right? What's within the sphere of your control? You came out of that energy. Yes. Okay, justice. Woo, justice. In the next couple of weeks. Walking away from something that no longer serves you. Gave you the justice that you deserved. It's restoring your equilibrium. It's bringing you back into balance. And it's fair. You're being fair to yourself, and it's actually giving you grace. You're being rewarded for doing it. You're being rewarded. You walked away from something that would have been emotional fulfillment for you. You're walking away from it to go towards your self-love, to go towards greater emotional fulfillment. Remember, you walk away from the 8 of Cups, you move towards your 9. All right? And that is serving yourself justice. You know? You don't need to give anybody else justice, honey. You don't need to give anybody else justice. But you do have to give yourself justice. And giving yourself justice sometimes is walking away from shit that no longer serves you. Yeah, it is. Hell yeah. You owe yourself that much, yeah? That's poeticism at its finest. To heal. To heal. Quiet repose meditation. Taking rest after you've had the 3 of Swords. Taking a moment to reflect and understand better the lesson. Ten of Coins in the present for you. What is the Ten of Coins in the present for you? You're on your path. You're on your path towards a wish or a goal. You have faith. You're retaining faith. Aquarian energy. Retaining faith towards what? Retaining faith towards what? You're retaining faith towards your Ten of Coins. It's good. Continuing on your path towards something of greater personal fulfillment. Understanding that it's necessary to continue on that path to retain the faith in it. To know that you have a greater goal in mind, that you're meant for something greater. You're meant for something greater. Sorry, I got card vomit here. Oh, this one is like this. And going within, this is during this season, right? Going within to figure out what that is. What is my Ten of Pentacles? What is it that I'm truly grateful? What is my greater goal? What is it that is my greatest personal fulfillment? What is that star? What is my North Star? What am I traveling towards that I'm truly meant for, that is going to help me achieve legacy? Going into that cave of self-discovery and coming out with a new illumination. Yeah? Virgo season. I mean, and that's what Virgo season is about. Especially with all this retrograde crap that's happening right now. It's like the time for quiet repose and meditation rather than action. So that when you do decide to move into that Fool energy, that you can take the right and good and appropriate action and calculated risks. You know? Person surrounding you. I'm not going to tell you what your personal truth is because that's very personal. That's your truth, not mine. Right? Nine of Wands. This person surrounding you that's dropped their guard. Who is this person? Who is this person who's dropped their guard around you? Somebody who's beginning a new relationship. Could be somebody that you've just engaged in a new relationship, new friendship, rekindling something, maybe a renewal in a current relationship. But it's something that you've just started. A new connection of sorts. Doesn't, like, guys, don't always misconstrue your cups as romance. It's not always romance. Sometimes it's a new colleague. Sometimes it's a new professional thing. Sometimes it's a new friend. Sometimes it's a mentor. Sometimes it's a lover, of course. But it's somebody who's dropped their guard so that they can begin a new cycle with you of an emotional sense. That was easy. I'll speak to you. It's somebody who had a choice of some sort, or has been ambiguous about their choices, or isn't quite sure about their choices at this time. They're not quite sure. There's dichotomous energy with the Two of Pentacles. I'm getting the rub two pennies together. It's somebody who isn't quite sure if they want to engage in something at this moment in time because they're not necessarily in the space where they have the ability to socialize as much as you normally would. Rub two pennies together is an old-fashioned saying that means is somebody who doesn't have two pennies to rub together. They don't have the cash flow to necessarily go out for drinks or, go to a gathering or, you know what I mean? They don't necessarily have that. Is somebody who is, like I said, there's dichotomous energy. They're not quite sure about their choices, but they have dropped their guard and they're beginning something anyway. Sometimes we call it juggling energy, like somebody who has two things, two people, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like this is more about somebody who's just not sure if they want to Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? You know what I mean? Somebody who's not quite sure just yet about how they feel. What else? Ambiguity. 2 aces, Ed. But there's passion. Matchstick of the vine, creative energy, inspiration. They're inspired. They're inspired by you. And there's passion, energy here. You get their creativity moving. In your hopes and fears, this decision. Are you afraid of the decision or are you hoping for the decision? I don't know what the decision is. Let's see if we can find out. Where am I at for time? I told you this was going to happen. Told you it was going to happen. Tell me more. That's a lot of cards everywhere. Sorry. Can't take any of those. Tell me the decision. Tell me the decision that you're scared of. You must be scared of it because I just said that. You're afraid of a decision? Because it could be your ultimate wish fulfillment. You're afraid you're going to have to choose yourself. Okay. You're afraid you're going to have to choose yourself over something else. Self-love. It's also a wish fulfillment, but you're afraid you're going to have to choose yourself over something else. I'm getting the genie here, though. It's like a careful what you wish for, because once you get it, then you know it's going to have to mean making ultimate other decisions that could affect your emotional world. Like, you know, when you have to choose yourself. I love myself more than I love, I do love these things, but I also, above all else, love myself. And therefore have to go after my greater personal fulfillment. Knight of Coins, our ultimate outcome here. What are you, you know, making deliberate, slow action towards in the end? Nope. That one's dead. Firm foundations. Firm foundations of the home, sustaining something of worth on the, you know, on the home front. A warm hearth and home. Sometimes I see this as the marriage bed, so something of stability with somebody else. Hand-fasting energy. Slow, deliberate movement towards who is our King of Cups here? Something you believe in your heart of hearts to be true. Could be a friend, but could also be somebody who helps you to move into ultimate harmony in between body, mind, and soul. A contract of sorts. There's going to be communication that's rather shocking, though, with that Tower energy. Somebody might say they just want to be friends in the future. That could be the communication coming in. Is that the shocking communication that comes in for you? After you've worked on something of great worth and were slow and took your time with it. Tell me more about this communication and the Tower. Tell me. All right, it could be a communication about a contract or agreement. Because three of Coins is also partnerships, right? That's too many. Come on, hurry, hurry. Oh. Okay, that's two. It's going to be a communication that's rather confusing. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, you're being told something that's heartbreaking. It's confusing to you. Somebody pulls a switcheroo on you. Could be about a contract, could have to do with the home, but I feel like this has to do with that King of Cups and the Tower. Somebody feels that you're out of balance in body, mind, spirit. They could just be telling you that they're better off as friends. But it could be a contract that falls through, ends up providing, there's a communication that happens resulting in heartbreak of some sort or pain of some sort. And it puts you into an emotional space, Cancerian energy. Puts you into an emotional space where there might be nightmares, confusion, deception. You felt deceived. Things that happened during the night that were hidden from your awareness. It's not as bad as you think. You feel that it's bad, but it's not as bad as you think. You feel heartbroken by the communication, but not all has been revealed. It's shocking, but not all has been revealed. Anything else on this? I'm not trying to oversimplify, it's just, you know. Yeah, wounded warrior energy. Nine of Wands. So you end up kind of in a space of defensiveness. You're kind of putting yourself, walling yourself off, protecting your energy as a result. Until you can see things better, until the night is over and you can see everything under the sun. Communication comes into you while you're working, as the crow flies. Bottom of the deck. I don't read reversals in this deck, but seems to be that tangible communication with a tangible side to it. Peace offering, timepiece. Offers, contracts, communicating offers and contracts. Something of worth. Okay, listen, it's not so foreboding, it's not terrible. It's I think it's not as bad as you think it is. I think it's just because it's confusing to you and because there isn't a lot that is being revealed in the communication. It seems rather vague to you. The communication seems vague to you. It hurts. But because the moon is there with it, I feel like it's like there's something that's not been revealed to you in the communication. There's a lot of unanswered whys that come with the communication, and it's a surprise to you. It's rather shocking to you. So because of that, it seems as if it's a lot more hurtful than it might actually be. There's a lot of context that isn't provided to you in the communication. You get super defensive. You get protective of your emotions. But as with every night, the day comes. It's about this old friend who calls and tells you where to meet. Okay. All right. Let's get your magnetic poetry. Sorry, I didn't want it to be an hour. This is why I don't always clarify things, because every reading I do is so effing long and nobody gets to watch them because they don't want to. Eastern Standard Time. Is Baltimore Eastern Standard Time? Plane takes off from Baltimore and touches down on Bourbon Street. I don't know. Sometimes this stuff doesn't make any sense. I'm going to actually get out my magnetic Scrabble letters too at some point. Anyway, thanks for watching. If this made any sense whatsoever or was helpful in the slightest, give it a thumbs up. And if you like what I do, give that a thumbs up anyways. And subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, because that actually helps me, like, you know, with views. Then people actually watch this and, you know, I can actually grow my channel. Be well, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time I see you. Bye. And there is your messy spread. Yeah, I know it's messy. You know, that's why it's hard for me to kind of just show the board, because this is not something that you would even understand if I showed it to you like this. Okay, bye.